All right, folks. We are coming at you live here from Chippewa Park. We've got the varsity game playing to the left of me. We are set up in the right. For those that have been tuned in, we were at the same field, same complex, different field Friday, and a tough 4-3 loss. And then Chippewa came down to River Falls on Tuesday and battled again for a full 7 innings and a 3-2 game. So let's hope third time's the charm here as the two teams get set to face off. We've seen 2 of their JV pitchers now, and we'll see who we've got tonight. Looks like it's going to be yet a different pitcher, so we will have seen 3 of the Chippewa Falls pitchers over this stretch. Hopefully we have more or an equally challenging and rewarding game. I know from last Tuesday that I heard parents ask if could play this team again with the same pitcher because they hadn't seen pitching like this. I think I mentioned that during the broadcast. But with this, here we are again. So at least we get to face them twice, and it's, if nothing else, message has been sent. There's a team, South Hudson, that is ready to play ball the next few years in the conference. So without further ado, let's see what we got going here. Got about 70-degree day. We got a pretty stiff wind blowing off of left field. First thought is, did they choose this field intentionally, knowing that that's where we hit a lot of our power shots? But looks like we've got number 8 freshman Scout Elwood pitching. Solid softball name there, Scout. River Falls, I'm not sure who we're throwing tonight. I don't believe it's going to be Autumn. She was taking infield at third base, so that checks. Autumn through last game, so it will either be Kai Larson or Harper Schurz, and I'll kind of give that as we get ready and go around the cycle. So got camera set up behind the plate and one out here in right field. I'm not as close as I normally am, but I'm going to try to get a combination of hitter and play as we go through this. So without further ado, let's play ball. All right, first pitch, and this game's underway. Fastball taken down the middle for a strike from next pitch, wind up and change up. Called strike. Cross touch higher than the fastball, but good pitch from my angle regardless. A little off speed, so we know in 2 pitches, this pitcher's got a fastball and solid changeup. And the 0-2 coming. Just gonna miss low on that one for ball 2, or ball 1 rather. All right, 1-2 delivery. Leadoff batter is Autumn Schultz. And standard, and she's going to hit a line drive, pulled foul ball. We'll do this again. And hopefully, noticing with the new camera after rewatching the other night, when we get the sun out in the outfield, it kind of washes out. I know you couldn't see the pitches, so hopefully tonight's setup a little overcast, get more action on the pitches. So change up in there, drop third strike, and throw down to first base for out number 1. So on 5 pitches, Scout is able to get the first batter out, freshman Autumn Schultz. And next up is Rory Opatz. And she's popped up to second baseman, and she's going to glove that. So just like that, 1 pitch, out number 2. And up comes Harper Lee. And we got Coach Rachel kind of in the sight line. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do there, so could move deeper, but we're not going to get as good of a look. So first pitch taken there, strike one to Harper Lee. The 0-1 delivery. Changeup gets Lee way out on the front foot, and she goes down 0-2 on an effective change. So I would say less speed with Scout over sophomore Deanna Sutherland, who we faced, and changeup number 2 got Lee out front, and that will be enough to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the first. The Cardinal get out of or work efficiently through that, and with that, like we always do, we're going to kick it over to our sponsor videos for first run of this.
Wildcats softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcats softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Himes and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls Wildcats softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our broadcast of today's game.
So, just like that, we're set to get underway in the bottom of the first, and going around the horn real quick, looks like we have number 1, sophomore Marissa Bauer. She played third base the other night. She's quite the athlete. So first pitch taken in there for strike 1 by Kai Larson. Her last outing was in Fuego. I think she struck out 14 out of 19 batters, 1 walk. Absolutely great run of it that night. And just like that, she gets a swinging strike, and she is way ahead in the count. And if I'm truthful, this batter's way behind. I would keep the foot on the gas, throw another fastball. And she misses outside there on one out of the zone and away. Great pitch in that moment. So, see what we got here. Again, number 1, sophomore third baseman Marissa Bauer. Looked like Kai took a little bit off of that and missed upstairs.
For the Cardinals, leading off, number 3, the shortstop, Romanowski.
All right, the 2-2 pitch coming. Misses just outside, and blink quick, and we're back to a 3-2. So, full count pitch coming. Kai sets and fires, swung on, strike 3, out number 1 of the inning. So, just like that, and I'll be honest, I told the parents who wanted more River Falls action, I said we got 2 more pitchers, and they all throw hard. So, up next, you've got, I can't see her number, guessing that's number 6, Brooke Swiefelhofer. And she's going to take her first pitch as a ball. Oh, no, that might be 8. That would be the pitcher, Scout Elwood, batting second. And she's going to rub one off the hands there to Schultz. And great stretch play by Lily Wang there. May not have been able to see that. Slow roller. Schultz came across the infield, delivered a high throw to Wang. Wang stretched for it, was able to snag it for the out. So just like that, 2 up, 2 down. Next batter up appears to be, well, and actually I can't see, is it 35? No, 23. Well, we'll go with number 23. That ball's popped up here to right field, and Ava Johnson nabs it. So a quick round the horn there. We have Kai Larson pitching, Reese Nelson catching, freshman Lily Wang at first base, junior Rory Opatz at second, freshman Autumn Schultz at third base, and junior Nora Killian rounding out the infield. And we go to the outfield, standard with what we went with the other night, which was Ava Johnson out in right field. So, so sophomore Ava Johnson, Harper Lee, freshman in center field, and sophomore Kylie Schaefer out in left. And that completes, it's the same lineup we had the other, well, not quite the same. So we had change at pitcher, third, and shortstop. So a little shuffle there. And up next, to lead off the second after back-to-back 1-2-3 innings is going to be Nora Killian. And while we're waiting here, we'll get the Jenkins Massa.
Move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage Team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcats softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the...
Again, quick shout out to our sponsors as Killian digs in and takes her at bat for first pitch, second inning. Scout opens with a lead-off changeup. It's going to be taken in there for a ball. One-0 pitch coming, fastball, missing low.
That is pitch number 1, left fielder Taylor Smith.
All right, 2-0 pitch coming at you here from Scout Elwood. Killian waiting for it, and she doesn't square it up and fires to first base, nearly pulling the first baseman off the bag, scaring the fan base here for out number 1, top of 2. Up next is going to be sophomore pitcher Kai Larson. Fastball fouled up and away out towards the varsity game. Ooh, that landed on somebody. On or near their dugout. Hope everyone's okay over there. Ball's returned, so I'm going to guess so. And I am in prime foul territory, so if you hear some craziness, and try to protect the camera first and hopefully make a play, banana ball style. Second pitch from Scott there, changeup, completely fooling Larson, and strike 2.
Ball's dying.
All right, 0-2. Coming back with high heat that misses everything, to include the catcher for ball 1. One, 2 underway. Misses high again for ball 2. All right, 2-2 pitch coming. Change up, misses high again. So looked like she was aiming that one, or just came out a little goofy. Who am I to say? Pitch baseball, not softball, and this is one of the hardest things to get to refine and get really good at. So mad respect to all the softball pitchers out there. Next one, fastball down the middle. Whoo, just misses inside. So I'm sure if you ask Kai, that missed a long ways inside, but 2-strike pitch. Whoo, at the knees, missing in, and she draws a walk for the first base runner of the inning. Happy to say is River Falls, but unfortunately that does not put runs on the scoreboard. All right, up next is Kylie Schaefer, who has had some success at this complex. Hit a home run Friday in the field directly behind her. And unfortunately, I zoom in, I may have to change my camera angle because I'd like to get an up close of the batters, but we're literally in the sight line. So the other option, I could do more play-by-play, and just like that, Kylie squares to bunt to try to move the runner around. And I'm gonna go with another call play here. Kai Larson on first base with Kylie Schaefer up to bat.
Top of the first to the Cardinals. 2 runs on 3 base hits. And 2 left on base after 1 inning.
Swinging strike. I didn't get the count. Let's see what we got here. Got a 2-1 on the scoreboard. So we're gonna go with that. Two-one delivery. Another fastball, popped up bunt, danger, danger. And that's gonna be enough. That is the danger of the bunt. Steal immediately turns into a double play with a popped up bunt because the runners hears contact, they're moving. Schaefer or Larson threw the brakes on and tried to get back, but it happens pretty bang bang. It's hard to hear too. So just like that, the Cats get doubled off, and that will in the inning.
Number 24, second baseman Danielle Poland.
Go out to the outfield crew. They're usually good for some antics.
He threw 80% the pitcher
It was funny the other night. We mic'd up Hannah Latham. Thought she was mic'd up and we were live. Who knows what was said, but yeah, just one of these. I'd love to throw a mic in the dugout, but at the same time, I can't hear what they're saying. There's no filter. Probably best we keep this out under the control of the broadcast crew. So don't want to incriminate anybody along the way. But that said, we are getting after it here, bottom of 2, over here in Chippewa Falls on an overcast, mild day, a little breeze. I'd say a pretty healthy breeze. I'll hit the flag out there so y'all can see that at home. So it's not stiff breeze, but a little high from Ava Johnson. She's got one put out on the day, and we're going to return to the action behind the plate with batter. It's number 2, Vienna Sutherland, sophomore. Pitched against us Tuesday night, so let's see what she brings to the plate here. First pitch missing high by Larson. Next pitch misses outside.
Batting 7th, number 8, right fielder Brenna Clifton.
All right, 2-0 pitch coming. Swung on, popped up to the shortstop. Nora Killian flips a mask, catcher style, and gloves it without issue. So 7th. Next batter was retired. Coming up to bat now. Sorry, but that is number 35, freshman McKenna Schmidt. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. Next pitch misses way outside, ball 2. Two-0 delivery coming, and I have heard these coaches talk about the hitters count, and that drives it to 3-0. So they have now learned in 2 games against us, the base runners are important. They play a good small ball, get them on, move them around, and really something we noticed against Schultz, they are phenomenal. Some of the best 2-strike hitting teams I think I've ever come across, baseball or softball. Like, it was so hard to get a strikeout on them, and Autumn statistically has got a ton of strikeouts on the year. So 4 pitches, Larson walks the first batter, or the second batter of the inning, and this brings up, got your guess is as good as mine as she takes her sign. So that's number 12, sophomore Zoe Darling, or Darley rather. And we got a pitch that misses wildly outside, and that will be enough to bump the runner to second on the 1-0 count. 1-0 coming, misses outside, and we'll see if Kai makes the adjustment. Her, what I've picked up on the 2 games that I've watched is her miss tends to be outside, and this is always the fun struggle of pitching. What are the subtle in-game adjustments? Squares to bunt, pitch is high, and good movement by everybody. Killian understood her role. She's got to cover third there, so she comes downhill as shortstop, and that's really what they're looking to do. What's the rotation? Is third base occupied? And if it is, the runner's taken off. So we're going to bunt again, fouled back. So 3-0 bunt. Your play's easy here, second baseman. If there's even a hint of bunt, you're a step closer. Corners are coming downhill, trying to get the bunt. And Killian's got the hard spot of the read. So, and just like that, we get a swinging strike and battle back to 3-2 count to Zoe Darley. So, full count coming. Pitch is going to miss high and away for ball 4, putting the second runner on. And in that, you just say, hey, no worries, that base was open. So up next, we're going to have, looks like, number 3, freshman, Harlow Bruce. And first pitch misses outside for ball 1. So with 2 on, 1 out, the Cardinals have their first look to get something started. But as I mentioned, squared to bunt, lays it down, it's going to hop foul. So again, good rotation if you're looking where everybody's walking back. You got second baseman, Opat's walking back from first. Shortstop walking back from her coverage of third base there in the tilted camera angle. So things you work on as a youth coach, it's good when you finally see everything happening. Then the last pieces to put in play are where are the outfielders, what are they backing up, yada yada. So we have a 1-1 count here to Harlow. She's going to square to bunt, gets the bunt down, places it nicely, throw over to Opats, and unable to handle. So Larson fielded through, and going to be an E4 on situation, and this is enough. Bases loaded with 1 out. And the Cats are going to rally around, just get everybody together here. Make sure we know what we're doing. Outfield's cutting 4. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Now, the question is, will Taryn bring them in to try to get the force at the plate? Typically, you can play it 2 ways here. You got 1 out. You can play your middle back, hope to get a double play ball with those guys. And first, pitcher, or third, you're going home with it. Or you bring everybody in, try to cut the run, and stay in front. Catcher's job is easy. Slow down, catch it, get the lead out, and then you're trying to go to first. So that's what I suspect they schemed up there. As we come up to, here's our next batter here. Number 6 is Brooke Sweevelhofer. She would be a junior. And she's going to take first pitch, called strike, at the knees. We'll get back to the plate cam here. So again, bases loaded. Next pitch misses, upstairs and away. And Kai misses on the 1-1 delivery upstairs. All right, next pitch coming. Called strike at the knees. Good frame there. Batter was a little surprised on that. All right, 2-2 delivery, big pitch coming, swung on, strike 3. Absolutely critical moment there. Now everybody steps back and you're playing normal depth. You're making a play, knocking it down, getting it out. And up to bat now is number 9 hitter. See if I can find that one. Number 26. Freshman Avery Rogers, and she'll take first pitch, heater down the middle for strike 1. Next pitch, swinging, strike 2. Pitch, swinging, strike 3, and the Cats get out of a very dicey situation. So with no hits, 2 walks, 1 error, the Cardinals leave the bases loaded with 3 left on base, and that takes us to top of 3. So that right there was indicative of the way these 2 teams have played. Again, thus far, and they've been back-to-back games, 4-3, first one. And that game was Cardinal getting out to, I think it was 3-0 for a while, then battling. And then the next game was 3-2. So they have been tight games the entire time. And even in moments like that, you get those fun situations, and it's always good. Sorry, camera's all herky-jerky there. Looks like we're going to have Latham Johnson to lead off the third here, as the Cats are trying to work their way around the lineup. So, kind of fun. Both teams will get through their first cut of the lineup. So, we've got Latham, Johnson. Hannah is a sophomore, and she, let's see, where would she be playing? All right, I'm gonna have to do some out loud math to figure out where Latham is playing. And I look back at the varsity game, and I have mentioned how Chippewa is the cream of the crop, and top of second inning, it is 7-0. And Tuesday night varsity went down 12-0, so they have their hands full. Okay, so back to our game. Latham takes first pitch strike as she sees it for the first time there. And second pitch fouled off and manages to save people's heads and hits the light pole for strike number 2. All right, so it looks like the DP is actually batting for Wang. So we've got Latham batting for Wang is what appears to be up. Looks like Nelson is in the dugout, so that is the rough guesstimate of math. Wang's playing the field, Latham's batting. So, fastball taken upstairs for ball 1.
For the Cardinals in the bottom of the second. 5 runs. 6 hits. 1 in.
Latham gets good bat on it. Left field's camped underneath it, and she's going to catch it as a can of corn. Out number 1. All right, up to bat now is Ava Johnson. First pitch coming. Looks like changeup that didn't look to miss by much. Called a ball. We'll take it. All right. Second pitch in there for a called strike 1. So the 1-1 coming to Johnson. Swinging strike 2. Solid outing thus far for both pitchers. Got a handful of strikeouts on both sides. A couple of walks here mixed in. Ooh, good change up there by freshman scout Elwood. Johnson stays alive by fouling it back. So, 1-2 sign. Elwood starts her windup, and she's going to miss upstairs. Again, good location. Nothing wrong with a high fastball and a 1-2 count. Next pitch, 2-2, misses upstairs as well. Now we got to bear down. So will Scout bring something down the middle? Is she got the confidence to throw a changeup? And honestly, I don't know that she gets a choice because it looks like the coaches are calling the pitches. So Elwood gets her sign and the 3-2 delivery. She throws a changeup. I love it. I love all pieces of that. A coach that sees the confidence in their pitcher, a pitcher that's confident enough to throw an off-speed pitch on a 3-2 count, and now you keep your batters guessing because that's the whole point. Let them guess and don't get into a pattern. So 3-2, gonna get her on an inside fastball. Johnson hopped back, but it was enough to catch the corner of the plate for strike 3 on a fastball. Up to bat next is Reese Nelson. As Elwood takes her sign. Throws a changeup that misses upstairs for ball 1. One-0 delivery. Fastball is going to miss inside and low, bringing the count to 2-0 Hopefully we're sitting on a fastball here. That's why she has a bat in her hand and not me. All right. 2-0 coming. Down the middle, Nelson with a big cut fouls it back into the catcher's mitt, leveling things off here at 2-1. So good swing, good cut. All right, 2-1 pitch. Changeup, hit foul or towards left field, and left fielder full throttle can't quite get to it. And it looks like, let's see, that would be number 1, versatile, Marissa Bauer, I think is who that was. Played third base the other night, so. I can't get up close on the batters because first base coach, I will try to get a little field work without too much Blair Witch camera. Next pitch, foul back. Another good swing, good contact. All right, Elwood's got her sign. Takes her stance. And the 2-2 delivery here in the third. Misses upstairs with the fastball, bringing it to a 3-2 count. All right, payoff pitch coming to the third batter here in the top of the third. Gonna miss low on a changeup, and that will get Nelson aboard with 2 outs. And a quality at bat there. He's count full, and this brings us around to top of the lineup. Freshman Autumn Schultz, and she, last at bat, went down swinging with a drop third strike. So let's see how we do second time around. Swung on and fouled down third base line as the ball comes back in for strike 1. All right, 0-1 delivery. I'd expect a change up here, and that's what it was. And called strike on the check swing. Put that in the slightly questionable called strike, but is what it is. We've got 0-2 coming to Schultz. Change up again, rip down the line, backhanded play by third baseman Vienna Sutherland. Takes her to her knees, pops up and throws, but not in time. That will be an infield hit for Schultz, and just like that, the Cats get a runner in scoring position, bringing up junior second baseman Rory Opatz. All right, so Opatz takes her stance there. Base hit, can score a run, break the ice. See if we can get a little softball luck here going. So first pitch in there, fastball swung on and fouled back for strike number 1. All right, 0-1 delivery, change up, and check swing, kind of pushed ground ball down first base line, and it will be gloved and handled. So with 1 hit, 1 walk, the Cats leave 2 runners aboard as we move into the bottom of the third inning in this scoreless battle. quick update for those at home. Varsity game. Looks like the Cats got one back there in the top of the third, and it's 7-1, and they find themselves with a runner on first, or the Cardinal over at varsity have a runner on first with one out. So, just like that, we are going to return to action here, and we have, I believe, top of the order and Marissa Bauer coming up to bat. Foul back off of Nelson's face for strike one. So last at bat, Bauer struck out. And she's off to a quick 0-1 count. Quick look at Bauer as Larson sets to deliver, and she's going to miss second one down in the dirt. So 2 pitches, toughening up the catcher, one off the face, one off the shoulder. Again, their first base coach is busy, so we can zoom in here. All right, Larson on the 1-1, misses inside for 2-1 here, evening out the count. Fastball hit, popped up back behind first base, and that's going to drift just foul here in front of me, leveling off the count at 2-2 as the Cats hustle to get to it. Next pitch, 2-2 delivery, misses upstairs. Hopefully y'all can see the pitches coming. I think we don't have quite as much washout tonight as we did Tuesday night. All right, the payoff delivery misses just upstairs and away for ball 4, and that gets the leadoff runner aboard. And again, can almost expect a bunt here. Up to bat now is Scout Elwood. She's going to switch. Or no, she batted left-handed last time. So Scout comes up after a ground ball out to third baseman last at bat. Takes the first pitch for a strike. I'm actually surprised we didn't see a bunt right there. Because again, in a 0-0 game, trying to manufacture a run, and these guys are very fundamentally sound. So there we go. Squaring the bunt. Bunt gets down, and it rolls just foul down third base line. So almost on cue. We have Elwood trying to lay down a bunt and get Bauer moved over to second base. Get her into scoring position. All right, the 0-2 delivery. Down the middle, just missed. Just looking at reactions there, kind of surprised. But yeah, again, it looked good. Might have been a little low and in based on how Nelson caught that. But next pitch coming. Pop foul out of play. We're gonna do this again. All right, 0-2 delivery, or 1-2 delivery, foul back. So good quality at bat here by freshman pitcher Scout Elwood. You ready for a steal here? Definitely one. Get everybody sleeping, thinking you're going after the batter. I like the call. Next pitch coming, and Scout gets her hands on it, and it's, again, enough to foul it back and out of play. Surprised for getting the balls back in play this quickly. All right, 1-2 again. Let's see who's going to win this battle. And change up. Scout way out in front of that and fouled it in the location that you would expect. 1-2 delivery for the 14th time. Misses. Low and away for ball 2. It's an okay pitch. All right, coming back at you. See what we got. 2-2 down the middle. It's grounded to Opats at second base. She's got to hurry. And she's not in time getting it over to first. So slow roller. And unable to get the throw. So just like that, 2 aboard. First 2 aboard here, top of 3. Bottom of 3. So Cats find themselves in a dicey spot here with number 3 hitter. This is Cameron Wiedemeyer. Last at bat, Wiedemeyer popped out to Ava Johnson last time. Ball gets through, ball's coming back in, and just like that, ball well hit to right center field. And I was trying to tell Ava she went to her last time. And just like that, ball's hit into the gap, and that's enough to score both runners aboard with a stand-up double and nobody out. So, up next comes Vienna Sutherland. Her last at bat was a pop up to Killian. Ball's popped up back here near. Oh, and Johnson comes into camera as that ball was popped up down the first base line. So back to it, got a runner on second, nobody out. Cardinals notched the first 2 runs of the game. And the 1-1 delivery misses upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 coming. In there for a called strike down the middle. Next pitch, pop up out here to right center field. Johnson gloves, throws it across to third base, and Schultz trying to get it, and the ball hits the runner on the way in. And just like that, fly ball catch by Johnson. Tag up, tries to hit third, and ball gets away from Schultz. Schultz throws home and happens to catch the sliding runner's legs. So no ability for Nelson to make a play on that. So just like that, they are able to manufacture the 3rd run of the inning on a fly ball to right field. Again, a couple of tough at-bats there. If we just walk it back, Scout Elwood fouled off multiple balls before getting her first hit. Can't say enough. Good 2-strike hitting. It's one of those finer points of the game, and these guys proved Tuesday night that they are, every one of them proved to be a tough out. So up to bat now is freshman McKenna Smith. Last at bat, Schmidt drew a walk, and she gets back out ahead with ball 1. And next pitch down the middle, kind of handcuffed Nelson there, but called strike 1 for 1-1 count. Sorry for the attempted camera work there, trying to follow the ball. It's easier just to set it up And just like that, all right, called strike, high called strike. Definitely down the middle. All right, 1-1 coming. Ground ball to Opats. Opats gloves and over to first for the out. Number 2. All right, coming up to bat for the Cardinals is sophomore Zoe Darley. Last at bat, Darley drew a walk. We had back-to-back walks that led to that sticky situation there in the second. I think it was the second. And we were able to get out of it, and then we got ourselves into a hole early here this inning, and they were able to close down. So Darley comes up to bat and fouls off second pitch there, and that will put it at, I think, 1-2 here. Yep, 1-2. 1-2 misses outside. Nelson able to glove it. All right, 2-2 delivery, 2 outs. Larson delivers, and we got a foul ball coming right at me, and I was unable to barehand that one. That would have been a good camera angle to see it from. Maybe I'll keep it there. Actually, I gotta guard the camera on a foul ball like that. Kind of hurt the shoulder, getting old. All right, 2-2 delivery. Fouled off again, ripped line drive, coming right back our way. So when those come out that way, that's out where we're sitting. So here we go again. 2-2, 2 outs, and 2 foul balls. So given how far behind she is the fastball, I'd be a little hesitant to take something off to fool her. Oh, great looking pitch. And Nelson had an extra step there. Kind of exasperated. Couldn't believe that wasn't a call before returning that, if I'm reading the body language at all. But again, the full count pitch. Fouled back. And again, this is the fun mind games you play as a pitcher. It's just like, man, how many strikes? You know you've got strikes in there, but you've also got balls. And how many you gotta foul off before a ball sneaks in. So this is the fun part of the game that I enjoy watching here is full counts. And just like that, ripped up the middle. Larson gets a glove on it, tips it, and Killian just flows to the ball, took enough off of that. Killian was able to glove it, coming across the middle, delivers to first base for out number 3. So the Cats get out of that inning, but not before yielding 3 runs to the Cardinals in after a couple of leadoff runners get aboard, and bases clearing double, followed by a sacrifice fly, was enough to manufacture the runs. So as we move to the top of the 4th inning here, the Cats will have hitters 3, 4, 5, Lee, Killian, and Larson up to bat. And last time through, Lee went down swinging. Killian was a ground out to the pitcher. And Larson walked and unfortunately ended up in a double play. So that's what you have coming up to bat for your River Falls Wildcats. And that would be Lee and Killian trying to time things up. You know, at this point, she's got a fastball and a changeup. Willing to throw them on any pitch count. Again, keep you guessing. So we'll be underway here after this next pitch as the fielders take their position. A little excitement over at the varsity field.
Third baseman Morgan Chippewa.
Sorry if I crossed in front of the cam there, folks. Going out to get a coat. All right, so clearing the board. Hey, Cats over on the varsity side. Ground ball. Well hit to Lee, and she is retired by the shortstop. So 1 pitch, 1 out, ground ball in play, retires Harper Lee. And up to bat next
Catcher Reagan third.
is Nora Killian. First pitch to Killian. She's gonna miss his low for ball 1.
Douglas, come on!
All right, it's 1-0. Foul back. Good. Aggressive cut by Killian. Timed up nicely, just didn't square it up. All right, 1-1, change up. She's gonna check swing, and that's a bloop single out to left field. And ball returns back in. And one of those swings that you laugh about, you literally get out there on a change up and you kind of throw your hands at it, and it's enough to bloop up and over. Looks like we've got first substitute of the game. It's gonna be, no. I'm sorry. This is Kai Larson. I thought her stance looked very similar to Landry Freeze, which was throwing me there. So, Cats get second batter aboard. Let's see if we can get one of these back. Chip away at this. Likely not going to get it all in one swing today with the pretty healthy wind coming off of left field. So Larson steps up, and she finds herself with a 2-0 count here with runner Nora Killian on first. Foul ball back into the varsity field. Strike 1. Good aggressive swing, 2-0 count. Looking for that fastball down the middle as the pitcher tries to battle out of the hole. All right, 2-1 coming. Change up, hit hard to left field. That ball's gonna get down. And it's gloved and pushed around over second baseman and back in. And just like that, the Cats showing some life here. Top of 4 with back-to-back singles. And we are bringing out, looks like Tatum Ellingson to run, courtesy run for pitcher Kai Larson. And up to bat now is Kylie Schaefer. So of those that I have seen home runs out of, this is one. Again, today it's not hot and you've got wind from left field, so it would have to be one heck of a poke. But we know Kylie's got the muscle to get one out of the park. So you could wish for luck, but let's keep these base hits rolling. 1-0 count and called strike 1 down the middle to level things off. On deck, you have sophomore Hannah Latham, another big hitter, loves to hit. Schaefer fouls that pitch back off the gazebo. right, 1-2 delivery. Fastball sat down on a called third strike. Could have been a touch high, but honestly, that was a good-looking pitch. No qualms there. So, stepping in to bat is, again, sophomore Hannah Latham. 2 outs now. And we'll see how the Cardinals navigate this. First pitch. Not a fully committed swing is what we're going with. And Hannah smiling. Hannah, too, has plenty of power. I've seen her get a ball out the 200-foot field. Again, slightly different conditions. Next pitch gets caught in Scout Elwood's hand, and she's going to sail that up off the backstop, coming at your viewing screens at home. So that changes the lay of the land just a bit. You've got some wheels on second base here, so anything that gets to the outfield is going to be an interesting play at the plate. So let's see if Hannah can get a ball in play, and she holds off. So 2-1 here to Hannah Latham. On deck is Ava Johnson. The 2-1 pitch coming. Low, swung on for strike 2. We're calling, the dad coaches here sitting to the left of me are calling me high and outside fastball, and that's what she went with, actually. High and away, and Latham goes down swinging. So, again, a couple of hits, no walks, no errors. Cats leave 2 aboard, second and third, and the Cardinal managed to get out of the inning. So, in true form, middle of the 4th, we're going to throw it over to the sponsors and do a little JV mid-game stretch.
Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcats softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Himes and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. River Falls. Move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage team is your trusted partner in navigating.
All right, let's get back to the action. So, up to bat is Harlow Bruce, freshman. Last at bat, Bruce was able to get a bunt down in an interesting situation, runners first and second, and I believe this is where we had an error covering it first. So, just like that, Bruce finds herself in an 0-2 hole here, bottom 4, struggling with my inning. Next pitch coming, swung on, 3-pitch strikeout just like that, and the Cats get the leadoff out of the inning. Again, nice little confidence boost. All right, up next is number 10, junior Emma Weiler. The umpire's gonna clear off some of the plate. Last at bat, Weiler went down swinging, so this was that stretch where we got out of a dicey spot with 2 strikeouts to close the inning. I think that was the bottom of the second. So Larson steps back, first pitch, she's gonna miss upstairs, and Nelson's just able to glove that before he gets by her. The 1-0 delivery. This is outside. Two-0 pitch. Larson goes with the changeup. Again, like the call if you're confident enough to throw it. Just for the viewers at home, the girls playing pitcher-catcher are calling pitches, and inside baseball here. So on 4 pitches, Wyla draws a walk, and the second batter of the inning gets a board. So up next, number 26, freshman Avery Rogers. Last at bat, she was a strikeout as well. So we'll see what we got here. I would expect a bunt. Maybe not though. First pitch. And just like that, first pitch misses as a ball, as Nelson throws down to first to keep him honest. I think they noticed Tuesday night, and there's the square to bunt. And, oh, gosh darn it. And Killian unable to glove and hold and apply the tag there. So just misplayed the short hop. I was just going to say on that fake bunt steal or bunt steal situation the other night, I think when Nelson threw out their leadoff runner that wasn't called, it earned the respect. They really haven't pushed us much on the bases other than with the bunt situations, and even that one, I think we would have had her. A lot has to come to be to throw a girl out. There's a lot of moving parts there, so it is what it is. So Larson brings it back to a 2-1 count with 1 out. Cardinals have their runner on second. And ball's hit well. And Johnson with an incredible play. Oh. And got her. All right. So for those at home, Johnson made an incredible diving stop out here in right field. Really hoping had I just left the camera alone, but makes a great diving stop. Catches it, throws it in, and then instead of throwing to second to get the tag up situation double play, threw it to Kai Larson pitching, and Larson delivered to Nora Killian. So that would be a 9-1-6, third out of the inning for the double play. So the Cats are able to navigate a runner on second in that moment. And we're gonna finish our sponsorship video while I gather all the moving parts here in between.
The complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium on-site custom embroidery, screen printing, promotional items, and graphic design services in River Falls and Prescott. A proud supporter of Wildcats softball and sponsor of the River City Stitch Baller of the Game, you can trust Callie and her team for all your promotional needs. River Falls.
All right, back to the action here, folks. So thus far, pitching battle's about the same. We've gone down, what do we got? 4 strikeouts here. Or no, 5 strikeouts, a couple of walks, and then Larson's got 3 strikeouts against 3 walks. Up to bat now is sophomore Avery Johnson, who just made an incredible play out in right field and doubled off the runner from second in the excitement. So, next pitch. Taken for a called strike one. All right. And one nugget of note here. The Cardinal switched pitchers, so they swapped out Scout Elwood. This is the look I think we had the other night. Elwood moved to second. That put Marissa Bauer over at third, and we are now facing the starting pitcher, gas thrower, Vienna Sutherland, sophomore, that we lost to the other night. So just like that, Johnson goes down swinging. And up next is freshman catcher Reese Nelson. And I'm curious how they're going to pitch her. And Nelson takes high, ball one. 1-0 pitch coming. That's going to miss outside and away. Last at bat, Nelson drew a leadoff walk, or just a walk, 2-out walk, and managed to get to second on a base hit by Schultz, and that's as far as the Cats could get. So 2-0 there. Nelson takes one humming down the middle. Curious if we're going to come back with a changeup here. We did notice that the other night, so for what it's worth. And another fastball strike 2 down the middle. Guessing fooled her. And now you just got to tighten everything up and protect. Shorten the swing. So the 2-2 delivery coming. High fastball misses away. Again, just got to get enough of it to stay alive. So 3-2 coming to Nelson as she checks her card, tightens the batting glove. Pitcher takes her windup, and she's going to miss high and away. So again, 3-2 count. Paddles and draws a 1-out walk for her second at bat of the evening. All right, up to bat now is Autumn Schultz. She comes in 1 for 2 on the evening with a base hit and a strikeout in the first inning. So let's see what we got going. First pitch swung and popped up, and Marissa Bauer, that change of the third baseman. Not saying the other one wasn't going to get that, but we know from the other night that Marissa's very athletic, very quick. She's their leadoff hitter, and she was able to glove that. So without further ado, we got Rory Opatz coming up, and she hit a roller to first base, first at bat, and popped up 2 seconds. So she takes a first pitch changeup way out in front. I will certainly say their pitch calling by their coaching staff has been very effective. They're keeping us off balance. Guessing. Then the pitching switch, in truth, for innings 5, 6, and 7 is very strategic too. Even though we've seen this pitcher throwing somebody else, if she's effective, you're only going to see her one time through the lineup. So you're not going to get a second chance. So 0-2 here to Opatz, and takes a little off, and Opatz fouls it back. I have seen it like at the highest level, college. I think this is how Texas navigates Oklahoma, where they change pitchers every 3, so batters only get to see a pitcher 1 time. It's pretty crazy. Opatz, it's a check swing ground ball over to Bauer at third base, and she delivers a throw to the first baseman and retires the side, leaving 1 aboard for the Cats. So, knocking on the door, but really can't get too much brewing. Got to string the right set of hits together. So, again, Cats aren't yielding a lot, but we're also not generating much, making this kind of a gridlock situation. or a tough spot to be in where you just want to get a runner here, a runner there, and a timely hit. But thus far, we're struggling getting that timely hit. I'll go out to the outfielders. That would be Johnson, Schaefer, and Lee as we move to the bottom of 5. And I'm guessing just waiting for Nelson to get her gear on, and she's ready to go. Larson's going to take one pitch as Nelson gloves it, and she's going to join the huddle. Give her high fives and get after it. Looks like everything is staying the same defensively in this 3-0 battle. And up to bat is top of the order, Marissa Bauer, who made 2 putouts that last inning, and she is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout and a walk. She was one of the, actually she was the first runner to cross the plate. So again, top of the lineup, second time through for them, yielded results. And she'll bring the count even to 1-1. Larson's 1-1, down in the dirt for ball 2. And the scoring that you're hearing behind me is the varsity game, which is out to a 9-2 count now. So back to action. We got 2-1 count. Swung on, drilled back at Larson, ricocheted to Opatz. Opatz able to change direction. Larson's like, I'm tougher than that. Been hit by my siblings that hurt worse. And Opatz on her toes, changes direction, makes the play to first base. Really nice play there. All right, up to bat next is Scout Elwood. Her last at bat, she got a single. I believe it was an infield single on a check swing, but I'm not 100% as to where that went. So, let's see what we got here. Next pitch called strike 1, levels it off 1-1 there. As Elwood digs in. Stables, Larson lined up and misses high and in for ball 2.
Pitcher Dwayne Barrow.
Called strike 2 down the middle. Two fouled off left field side. All right, 2-2 delivery. Swinging, it's going to be a squibber to Opatz. Opatz field stays low, flips to Larson for out number 2 of the inning. So again, quick 2 strikes, and they get a ball in play. Up to bat now is a dangerous hitter, freshman Cameron Wiedemeyer. She's hit 2 balls out to Ava Johnson. One was gloved in the first. The second was the one that got through to the fence and cleared, scoring 2 runs. So she takes her first pitch on a check swing strike. Next one coming. Misses just outside and up. So with 2 outs, got the most productive hitter up in a good situation for the Cats. Let's see what we got. Change up fools her, gets her way out front. Really good call. And we're going to get back to it with Larson working way ahead. 1-2 here in the count. All right, first pitch, next pitch. Squibber, dangerous, slow roller over to Nora. And Nora unable to get it, field it, and throw it across, and that will be an infield hit. Everything was fielded cleanly, and Wiedemeyer had that beat out pretty easily. All right, coming up to the plate is going to be sophomore pitcher Vienna Sutherland. She's hit pop-ups to the shortstop and right fielder Ava Johnson. Hits a hard ball between third and short for the second hit of the inning here. So, no harm, no foul. We're working through the middle of their lineup, and this brings up McKenna Schmidt, who is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk and a ground out. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. At this point, you just want to stay calm. Just play softball. You got 2 outs here, girls. So, next pitch coming. Misses outside for ball 2. So, Schmidt faces a hitter's count with 2 aboard. 2-0 count. Let's see what Larson comes back with here. She's going fastball down the middle. Gloves it. Flips. Nicely done in the middle of the infield there. So Larson gets a glove on it, and like a similar play this inning, ricochets to Opats and slowed it down. Opats was able to flip to second in a 4-6 out number 3 to retire the side. So the Cats showing some good defensive resilience there as they wrap the 5th inning, and we move into the top of the 6th with Lee, Killian, and Larson, I believe, is who we have up.
No, we still have it.
We'll zoom in on the dugout there. And these turn into somewhat long games. You love the battles. I've now heard multiple parents talking how this is finally some competition that sharpens, iron sharpens, or steel sharpens steel, or iron sharpens iron, whatever that saying is. But case in point, they're seeing better pitching, which drives that you really see what your true hitting looks like. I think we mentioned Tuesday night, found out these guys haven't had a game even close. They beat some of the teams in the conference, I want to say 20 runs. 10-0 was the closest they've had, and then they come across us, and we go 4-3 and 3-2. And here tonight, we're stepping into the 6th inning, part of our lineup, with Lee, Killian, and Larson coming up down 3. So let's see if we can get some excitement going here as Killian and Lee. Killian gives Lee a little encouragement there. And let's see if we can get some good stuff going here. So first pitch of the 6th. Changeup gets Lee way out front, and swinging, strike 1. Next pitch, She's going to go high fastball. Lee lays off, and it misses wide right. All right, Lee's going to get a ground ball through the middle there as it returns for a leadoff single. Exactly what the doctor ordered when you're down 3 late in the game. So, good start there by Lee, and that brings up Nora Killian as she steps in. Killian, first pitch way upstairs, misses for ball 1. This is where you want to be cautiously aggressive on the bases. You want to push to get to the next step, but at the same time, no mental mistakes. You can't afford them at this point in the game. So 2-0 count. Killian's going to face should be a good pitch here. We'll see what sophomore Sutherland throws. So the 2-0, she's going to go changeup for a called strike. Love that call. And if you can fall back to a changeup on a 2-0 count when they're sitting fastball, that is an effective pitch. But all of these pitchers have effective changeups. So just like that, Killian gets caught on the next fastball, bringing the count to 2-2. Killian brings her intensity into the box, and the 2-2 delivery is going to miss high and away. 4-3-2. Full count delivery. Down the middle, gets Killian looking, freezes her for strike 3. With 1 out, 1 runner aboard, we have sophomore pitcher Kai Larson. Last at bat, Larson was able to get a single. Next pitch, called strike down the middle. So this is the first time Larson has seen this batter. Next pitch, fouled out, right field side.
It's like you already go for it, but you know when you got away, you feel like you're going into it. You're like a corner.
All right, Larson working with a 0-2 count, sees a changeup, misses outside and high. For ball 1. Next pitch, Larson grounds one back to pitcher. Pitcher struggles to get a handle on it, and that will advance Lee. 2 outs, and up to bat now is Kylie Schaefer. Left fielder, Kylie is 0 for 2 on the night with a pop-up and a strikeout. First pitch to Schaefer is a changeup, gets her way out on that front foot. I'm not so sure. I wouldn't bring another one of those if I'm calling pitches here. And the brutal part, when you've got an effective changeup pitcher, it is so tough to stay back. Next pitch, foul back. Doesn't take much. They say 5 miles an hour difference. Anything more than that, you just start to look foolish because you're trying to time up a super fast pitch. So Schaefer finds herself 0-2 count and takes the next pitch upstairs for ball 1. So 1-2, 2 down, top of 6. We've got a runner on second. One-two delivery, fastball foul back. Good keep alive. And the varsity game has wrapped with a 10-3 Chippewa Falls Cardinals win over the River Falls Wildcats. So definitely a little bit more excitement from the sound of things. And 1-2 delivery coming back to Schaefer. Schaefer gets another changeup. It's going to be blooped, and Sutherland is going to handle it herself. Again, changeup, get out front. You got nothing left on your swing, causing that very effective little bloop pop-up to retire the side. So Cats have one more attempt with Latham Johnson Nelson in the top of the 7th, but not before having to face batters 6, 7, 8 for the Cardinals. All right, folks, coming back at you. Bottom of 6, we have Zoe Darley, sophomore. Last at bat, Darley grounded into the shortstop, and she's going to start with a swinging strike 1 here in the bottom of 6. 0-1 delivery. Called strike 2 on a nice fastball from Larson. And here we are, 0-2. I believe last at bat, Darley was one that fouled, and eventually grounded into a ground ball out. All right, 0-2. Larson loses a grip on a pitch and misses way low. That happens. You heard me say how hard pitching is. All right, the 1-2 delivery here. Leadoff batter in the 6th. It's going to be a ground ball. And Opats is unable to get it hard down the line. And that will be the leadoff runner on with a 1-2 count. So there's your scouting report. Chippewa is tough to get out. Up next is Harlow Bruce. She comes in 0 for 2 on the night, reached base on an error. First pitch, she's going to rip a ball up the middle. So just like that, 2 singles. First pitch single for Harlow. And that brings up Emma Weiler, who last at bat hit the fly ball to right field. So first pitch taken, strike. All right. All right, 0-2. Larson working ahead again, 0-2, and foul back. All right. Schaefer readies, gets her sign, and she's going to start her windup. Fastball swung on, strike 3, out number 1. And that's how you start to get yourself out of a bind. So next up to bat is number 26, Avery Rogers. Last at bat, she hit a ball to right field that Johnson made an incredible play on and ended up doubling up the runner on second, the way it all played out. So this is one, a quick reminder, ready for a bunt here. This is your 9-hitter. Got runners on second and third. Does not hurt to, or first and second, to get them over. And she faked a bunt, and we got a situation, and yep. Okay, so for those that watching at home, fake bunt, Nelson squeezed through to Schultz. Runner was halfway down there, but because of all the shifting that has to happen, Opats, there's nobody at second. So thought we might get a pickle, but at the end of the day, everything returns to normal, and we have 1 strike. Next pitch coming, misses, just low and away for ball 1. And when I thought it felt like a bunt situation, she just didn't commit to the bunt, but definitely showed it. Of course, it helped the coach wasn't giving a lot of signs. She decided to give a sign on that one too. So, all right. Bubble swings back to 2-1 now. Again, 2-1. 1 out, bottom of 6. Cats trying to get out of this without yielding any more, as they have low called strike. Get some groans from the DAG coaches to the left. Definitely felt that was low, if I'm honest about it. It was definitely one of the lower called strikes we've seen tonight. 2-2 delivery. And ball is fouled back by Rogers. Not going to go down easy. All right, 2-2. Fouled hard towards the Cardinals bench off the fence. So trying to survive and get contact on that fastball. 2-2 underway. Ball down in the dirt. Nelson scoops. Oh, I must have missed a pitch. That was a 3-2 count. So, she got up 0-2. Not batter. I think 0-2 or close to it. Enough foul balls, and now we have top of the lineup, Marissa Bauer, who has got a hit, a pop-up, and a strikeout on the evening, and nothing happening. So ball gets by Nelson. She's hopped quick to it, and no harm, no foul there on the first ball to Bauer. So, dicey situation here for the Cats. You've got bases loaded, 1 out, top of the order. Next pitch coming, swinging, and ball gets away from Nelson again, and that's going to be 1 run in on the swinging pass ball. One count coming. Another pitch. Missed just outside for ball 2. Ooh, good pitch. Misses just outside. 3-1. So, dangerous spot here. 3-1, hitters count. Leadoff hitter. We know she can hit. 3-1 coming. Another squibber. It's going to be tough to get her, and she is fast. That's the other thing. So, just like that, slow roller, unable to be fielded and played. So, infield single leads to another run. Now, I'm curious what the call's going to be right here. Up to bat now is Scout Elwood, starting pitcher's move. She's going to fake a bunt. She's going to fake the throw all the way down, and runners hold. So we're going to yield second base there, which I certainly would have. Leadoff runner has shown she was fast. So why not? Or why would you throw that one through? All right, so 0-1. Next pitch, foul back. 0-2. Just like that, we're back into a good count for the pitcher to Scout Elwood, who is 1 for 3 on the night. Changeup misses away, bringing it to 1-2. One-two delivery. Swinging, and that's going to get it up the middle. Opats tries to field it and successfully fields it, but again, these are slow rollers, working Opats left, then right, and just too deep. They're not coming fast enough and unable to make a play. So we're back to another runner in on an infield single. This is where it's painful. This game can be brutal sometimes. So we're going to fake a bunt and steal and give up second base. So just like that, we have number 3 hitter Wiedemeyer in here, who has already a bases clearing double. That's going to be a ball popped up to left field. Schaefer makes an incredible play on the run in there. Kind of hard to see, but she makes a nice basket catch down at the knees out in left field. I'm not sure if that would have been on your plate cam's screen there, so apologies if the switching mix, still learning the fluidity of it. So now you've got 2 outs, easier situation. First ball in the dirt for ball 1 to Vienna Sutherland, who is currently pitching. Second pitch misses outside. And Sutherland is 1 for 3 on the night with a couple of flyouts and a base hit last at bat. So 2-0 delivery. Larson misses low. And this is one it would not hurt my feeling to give her first base. But you never know. These guys are all great hitters. All right, 3-0 coming. Down the middle, called low strike at the knees. Bringing us back to 3-1. Fouled back by Sutherland, and now we're at a 3-2 count with the payoff pitch coming. Another thing, when you've got batters that foul a lot off, it becomes mentally taxing, and you don't realize it, but you're working a lot harder than you normally do, and like by the end of the game, it takes something out of you as a pitcher. So 3-2 pitch coming. And that's going to be hit to Schaefer and left. She one-hops and fires it back in. And we're going to throw it down to second. Dangerous throw by Schultz. So single to score 1. And she's going to advance. And just like that, they're starting to open up the game here. It's for that leadoff runner. Is everything. He can get some momentum going, and it seems like the bats come to life. So before you know it, we were 3-0, and now it's stretched to 7-0. First pitch taken for in the dirt for ball 1. Next pitch outside for ball 2. Up to bat is McKenna Schmidt. Sorry, she is 0 for 2 on the night with a couple of ground outs. takes a 2-0 fastball down the middle for strike one. Next pitch misses upstairs. High for ball 3. 3-1 pitch coming as Larson takes her sign. Down the middle, ground ball to Opats. Opats shuffles, gloves, throws to first for out number 3. Opats with a lot of work that inning with so many balls that you just couldn't do much with. They were either slowly hit or fast runners, so a couple of infield singles were enough to score a run, then a decent hit out to left field, and the Cardinals come away with 4 in the top or bottom of 6, and that pushes us over to the Cats with Latham, Johnson, Nelson due up here, needing 7 runs to push us to the bottom of the 7th. So we'll see what they can do. Just going to have to chip away at it, and we're going to do one more shout out to our great sponsors
For supporting our broadcast of today's game. Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls is a proud supporter of Wildcats softball. Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Johnny's Bar, where good friends, cold drinks, and great times go hand in hand. When life throws you a curve, whether it's a fender bender, a hailstorm, or a new home adventure, you need someone who's got your back. You can trust Jared Hines and his team at American Family Insurance in downtown Ellsworth. Accidents happen, and when they do, call Jared and protect your crash with the stash. Softball would like to thank the following sponsors. Looking to move in or move up? Connect with Sarah Jenkins and Property Executives Realty, your hometown expert. Visit sarahjenkins.com today and let Sarah help you find your way home. Allie and the Massa Mortgage Team is your trusted partner in navigating the complex world of home financing. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking to refinance, or navigating a complex financial situation, Allie's team is here to guide you every step of the way. River City Stitch offers premium.
All right, we love you, River City Stitch. That's where I get all my gear in town. There's your shout out as I had to cut that short. Up to bat to start this rally is Hannah Latham. First pitch fouled off to the first base side and out of play. Second pitch, swinging, strike 2. Kind of smiles on the changeup, and Latham takes her 0-2 stance as Sutherland delivers. Another changeup swung on for strike 3, and the first batter of the inning for the Cats is retired. Up next is the Ava Johnson as we look over Coach Rachel's shoulder here. Johnson coming in with a pair of strikeouts on the night. See how she does this at bat. She's gonna take a big swing on the first pitch down the middle, fastball. Oh, 0-1 pitch coming. Backs her off the plate for ball 1. One swung on for strike 2. So this is where it's tough. You got to stay locked in, keep the belief. Just takes one at bat, followed by the next and the next. Get noisy. Stranger things have happened in this game. All right, 2-2 pitch coming to sophomore Ava Johnson. She's had a great night fielding. She's going to take a changeup. She's had a couple of putouts, one of which was a diving stop that she doubled off a girl. So Johnson finds herself full count here. payoff pitch coming from Sutherland. And she's going to go fastball, foul tip, and caught for strike out. Number 2. All right, 2 outs. Get the rally hats out. Don't see any craziness in the dugout. We got, freshman catcher Reese Nelson up to bat. First pitch, she's going to miss inside, ball 1, as Reese slides her legs out of the way. Second pitch, changeup, floats across the middle. Nelson kept her weight back, but she just wasn't biting on the change and takes a strike down the middle. So 1-1 delivery here. The zips a fastball, misses just high, not by much there. Probably helps that Reese has my high genetics. Gets a few more high balls than others on the strike zone. Changeup catches Nelson a little off guard. She's going to foul it off towards the third base side, and that brings us all even 2-2 with 2 outs, bottom of 7. Nelson steadies herself. Sutherland winds up, and she's coming back. Fastball swung on, and that will retire the side on 3 consecutive strikeouts. Ton of battling by the Cats, and they just ran out of steam there in the top of the 6th. The Cardinals were able to string enough together there. The Cardinals pitchers were able to combine for 10 strikeouts on 2 walks. Showing a small handful of hits, so 4 hits on the night. Just didn't time them up to score runs there. So good outing up until the 6th. Then again, Cardinals were able to just break it open with some solid hitting. Infield singles of all things. Minimal errors. So it was a well-played ball game tonight by the Cats. You hang your head high there, or you don't hang your head at all, honestly. You walk away fairly proud. You have gone toe-to-toe with a very, very good softball team. And you've heard me say they are the gold standard of the Big Rivers Conference. So we will be joining this here tomorrow night. We will be at home against Altoona, who we played over here in Chippewa Falls last Friday. So we're going to get to match up with them again at home, and that should be on the same YouTube Bat channel. So we will check you out there, and we'll be broadcasting again. So without further ado, I'm going to sign off and start packing up, and hope to see you Friday night. Thanks for